I've spent countless nights working the graveyard shift, and let me tell you, it's a different world out there. The silence feels thicker. The flickering lights create shadows that dance in the corners of your vision, and there's this unsettling feeling that you're being watched. They say the night shift changes you, but sometimes it's not the shift you should be afraid of. It's the things that only come out when the rest of the world is dreaming. I work as a night receptionist at a small, old hotel. It's usually quiet, just the sound of the clock ticking away the hours. One night, around 3 a.m., a man walked in. He had no luggage, just a blank stare fixed on the wall behind me. "Can I help you?" I asked. He didn't blink. Instead, he spoke in a monotone voice. "I need a room. 204. I glanced at my computer. Room 204 didn't exist. I looked back at him. He was still staring at that wall, as if it held some secret only he could see. Then, I felt this overwhelming urge to look away. When I did, I heard a strange rustling sound. I turned back, and he was gone. Just gone. But where he had stood, there was a damp, human-shaped outline on the carpet, a mark that felt wrong in every possible way. I checked the security footage the next morning. The man walked in, he spoke. Then his body started breaking apart, pixel by pixel, until there was nothing left. But the damp mark on the carpet, it stayed. And last night, I heard knocking. From room 204, the room that doesn't exist. Another time I was working alone at a convenience store during the sweltering heat of July. The air conditioning barely made a dent in the oppressive heat. Then a customer walked in wearing a heavy winter coat. I raised an eyebrow but didn't say anything as he moved to the back aisle and stood completely still. For 20 minutes, he didn't move an inch. That's when I noticed something else. Frost was forming on the inside of the glass door. In July. Curiosity got the better of me. I decided to check on him. As I approached, his head slowly turned 180 degrees to face me. His smile was jagged, artificial, like a mask that had been poorly crafted. I stumbled backward, my heart racing. He remained frozen in place, that unsettling grin stretching wider, as if he were savoring my fear. The temperature dropped 20 degrees in seconds. I could see my own breath. I ran out. When I came back with the police, he was gone. But on the floor, where he had been standing, there was a heavy winter coat, folded perfectly. Inside the pocket, a photo of the store, taken that day, but the date on the back was 10 years old. Lastly, I took a job as a security guard in an empty office building. My shift was long and boring, until I noticed something odd on the monitors. A figure in a suit was walking through the lobby with these glitchy movements, like they were caught between frames of a broken movie. I leaned closer to the screen, my pulse quickening. I switched between cameras, trying to track them. But they didn't move between cameras. They just disappeared from one screen and appeared on another. Then they stopped, turned directly into the camera, and that's when it happened. They started mimicking my movements in real time. I waved my hand, they waved back. I leaned left, they leaned left. It was like looking into a warped mirror that shouldn't exist. I stopped moving, they stopped too. For 10 seconds, nothing moved. Then they started again, even though I was completely still. Faster, more unnatural. I turned off the monitor, took a breath. Then I heard footsteps right outside the door. I checked the peephole, nothing. When I turned the monitor back on, I saw myself, looking through the peephole. But I never left my chair. So here's my question to you. Have you ever seen something not quite human during the night? Something that made your skin crawl and your mind race? They say the night shift changes you, but maybe it doesn't change you. Maybe it just lets you see what's always been there. Subscribe if you want to look deeper into the dark.